Hi, I'm going to take you on a little trip around my garden. The sun is shining today, although as you can see the sun's just pulled off the facade of the house, but it's still nice and bright in the garden. And I'm at the moment in my herb patch area, which is there, the little knocked garden area. There's the sage over there, and mint is just beginning to shoot up, and I haven't really got anything planted yet for this summer because it's still too cold and there's too much of a risk of frosts. And there is the forsythia, which is the most wonderfully bright coloured thing at this time of year. My compost heap, and more forsythia, and there's the town looking lovely in the sun. And anyway, I shall now go in through to the next part of the garden. You can see the lawnmower through there because I've been doing a bit of mowing. It's nice and dry, and they say it might start raining tomorrow. It was really hot earlier this week, but it's cooled off a bit today, and by Tuesday we should have some rain, which we desperately need because it is absolutely dry. There you can see the forget-me-nots, and I've got tulips just coming up in between the forget-me-nots that you can see there. They haven't actually come out yet, those ones, but actually I have got some around the garden which have come out. That is the Keriana. The rose is up there, that's all budding nicely. There's no roses out yet, of course. And this is my chair where I was sitting reading the newspaper a minute ago. Anyway, coming back through here, you can see there's some little daffs about to come out, but they're not ready yet. Most of the daffodils have actually finished, so I don't actually know why those ones aren't out yet. There, you can see my shadow as well. Hello. There I've got my pots planted all with tulips. They're growing up well, and there's some little daffodils in there at the moment as well. And forget-me-nots. Side of the house, there's the rose all booming, ready to flower soon, and the vine is all beginning to swell and should have a good crop of grapes hopefully this year. Anyway, that's not very tidy having my ladder there, but I was using that to prune. Some oleander in the pot there, which usually gets killed by the frost and is looking a bit sorry for itself. And here I shall just go around the rest of the garden there. I've got a big pot of tulips there planted, and they're just about ready to start opening. There's Wizzy. Hi Wiz. Say hello to the camera. Anyway, there she is, and you can see there's some tulips there that are just a little bit over, and some dark red tulips, which, well, very dark, nearly black tulips that are just about to come out. And there's bluebells, honeysuckle up there. You can see that's the honeysuckle there. That's a big rose bush there, which I've actually cut back a lot this year, but it's about 15 foot high. The pear tree that you can see there, I don't know whether you can see in this, but it's all the blossoms out at the moment, so hopefully the bees are busily pollinating them, ready for a good crop of pears this year. And here's the rest of this bed here, and the little seat I have in the corner there to sit and soak up the evening sun. And actually I've just seen a butterfly, and that is nearly the first butterfly I've seen of the whole year, I think. It's just appeared now. It's just a common old garden peacock. Am I going, have I got it there? Yes, I have. But anyway, That's pollinating the pears, I hope. Little birdhouse there, but I haven't got any birds nesting in it, but I think there are some birds nesting in the honeysuckle there. I think I've got some blue tits there. That's just outside because that's my office window there. Anyway, let's take you around a bit further without shaking the camera too much. There's some daffodils out there. Oh, the butterfly's just gone past me again. And what else have I got here that's of any interest? That's the hydrangea, just beginning to swell there. It won't flower till later in the summer, but it's looking pretty healthy. That's the Christmas rose, or something like that it's called, I can't remember actually, a hellebore. It's called a hellebore Christmas rose. Actually, it's just flowering just right at this time of year, so that's actually very pretty. But it should have grown into quite a big shrub, and it never has. I've had it in there for about 20 years now, and it's never really grown as big as it should. But anyway, there's another little pot there. I've got some tulips coming up through there, some little daffs have just finished, and some bluebells. And down here I've got lots more tulips there. They look great, don't they? And some delicate red ones this side here and the front. That's actually set off quite nice with that golden. I'm so bad at names of plants. Anyway, it's a sort of golden hedge. Anyway, there's the tulips. And more tulips through there. And the magnolia, which is just beginning to come out. Not fully yet. You can see all the buds there. And actually by the end of this week, if we have warm days, this is just going to be a mass of tulips. There's my flag, you can see we've got no wind at the moment. So, and there's the rest of the town through there. The town that might not come out so well because I'm going into the sun a bit. You can see the church there. There's another one of my ladders, and you might be able to hear my chickens. So we'll take you down to see the chickens. I think one of them must have laid an egg. That's the twisted hazel there, which I always think is a very pretty plant. All the catkins, the squirrels come and get all the nuts in the autumn. So this is my yew that I cut back a lot last year. I don't know. It used to go much higher than that, but now it isn't. Actually, I'm too close to it. I'll take a picture of it later when I'm down. Okay, now I'm going down into the lower terrace where we can see what all this noise is about. Hello chickens, what are you on about, you chickens? Has one of you laid an egg? There you go. Now there's so much sun I can't even see which direction the camera's pointing. Ah, there it is. Hello chicks. I'm not letting you out, so you'll just go and dig up all the flower beds. There's the black one. So there's one of them is in laying an egg at the moment. Anyway, we go further around here. Oh, there. That was the one in the run laying an egg. There's the pear down here with lots of blossom out as well. There's my ugly old ladder. Oh, a bit more of a breeze now. And this is a very pretty